Hello everyone, my name is Jennifer Stay. This is Coloring Bliss, and today we're going to be coloring this page right here together, and I'm going to be using primarily my Ohuhu markers, but I really want to use some gel pens today. So we've got some fun different techniques we're going to be implementing, I guess that's the word, into this coloring page, and I'm really excited. The other thing you need to know is that this coloring page is part of a coloring contest that we're holding right now in our Facebook group. This is the Facebook group you need to join so that you can be part of this and any other upcoming coloring contests. The winner of this coloring contest will be selected randomly, so it's not about talent, it's just about participation, and the winner gets a $50 Amazon gift card. So exciting. Now, to participate, all you need to do is become a member of that Facebook group that you see on the screen right now. And when you come into the group, you'll need to look for the St. Patrick's Day contest album. And in that album, you can download and print one or all three of the provided free coloring pages. This is the 3 pages right here. Let me take this off the screen. So I've already colored the owl in a previous video, and I have colored this one with the hat and the shoes and the shamrocks in a previous video, and now we're going to be working on the third one together, which says Happy St. Patrick's Day, and I'm really excited to just have fun and do some fun glittery gold pieces and that kind of thing. It'll be fun. So after you have downloaded and printed all or one of the pages, depending on what you want to do, you'll color them up and add them to the album that is there. So you don't put it into the comments, you put it into the album, and that will be an entry. And then we ask you to please share the finished photo of your coloring page in some other Facebook coloring groups if you can, and give credit to Coloring Bliss as the illustrator, and that will help spread the word about Coloring Bliss and all the fun things we do together in the group. Looks like we've got Color with Claire here. Hello, welcome. And CLC, it says, welcome to our live stream. So without further ado, we've talked about the gift card giveaway for the coloring contest. Let's get into coloring this page. I guess I need to tell them one other giveaway we have going on, huh? We have a contest, and that's the link for the contest where we're giving away 3 sets of pastel Ohuhu markers and 1 full 320 set of the Honolulu brush tip Ohuhu markers. That giveaway ends on Wednesday, so you need to hurry. That's March 20th, and the winner is announced on March 21st via email. I'm getting all this confused.
Well, I know it's because we're doing the contest and the giveaway.
Yeah, 2 things going on. So let's see. CLC says she's waiting for a delivery of ink so that they can print the pages for the contest. Yep, ink is kind of important. Color with Claire says, cute page, thank you. I'm excited to color it. It was drawn by one of our illustrators that we hire here at Coloring Bliss, because I haven't had much energy to draw lately, so we've been having fun introducing new illustrators. Now I've got my Ohuhu Honolulu alcohol marker book here to help us pick a color scheme, and that's the first thing we're going to do. So I'm going to flip to green, because I kind of think green hat. That's my first inclination here. Green. And then we have these coins and flags and shamrocks. The shamrocks we probably want in a different green. And we probably want a gold or a yellow orange type color to represent those coins. So there's a little bag back here we get to color. Okay, so that gives me an idea of how many colors we need. Let's see. Green.
Sorry, I'm still not sure about...
That was Siri. I need to silence her so she doesn't do that again. on. There. Now she should leave us alone. Okay. Ooh, that's kind of a fun one. We get yellow, which we could do as the gold objects in the illustration. We have yellow, green, and green. So we have two different greens for the different greenery going on. And then it throws in a red violet. That's very different. Where could we put red violet? On the hat, on the bag, on the flag. The horseshoes could be red violet. Horseshoes are traditionally like gold though, right? I don't know. Let's see. I think we'll give this one a try. That's different, and I need to push my coloring boundaries, right? So let's do this one. The yellow we'll make as gold, yellow, green, green, and red violet. So I need to grab the markers that we can use. So I need yellow, green. I need the trio for the green. That's a lot of green markers. It's good. We've got lots of green to do. And then the yellow and red violet. Okay. So how are we all doing on this fine Saturday? Hope you guys are doing good. Okay. Oh, the lettering could be red violet. Yes, I agree. So if we did red violet on the lettering and the flags, good idea, Color with Claire. Thank you. Yeah, I like that. But let's start with the hat. We know I want that just straight up green, and then the shamrocks and stuff I'm going to do yellow green. So let's start with the hat, and I'm going to probably, let's see, I'm trying to think about how to make the focal point, which is the hat, stand up and be more up front, more the central point of the illustration. And if that's the only place that we use this green, that might help. And then we can use the red violet to really bring the eye straight to the center. And then the little band on the hat, do we want to do it gold? So many questions. Let's get started. Let's see. B. Holland is here and says, I'm working on my tritone worksheets for the polychromos. That's awesome. That's a lot of work, but it is worth all that time. So I highly recommend doing that project. Victoria says, evening everyone, coloring along with Inktense. I love Inktense pencils. They're so fun. I haven't used them in ages. I need to pull them out and play with them again. Okay, so I'm going to use my lightest green of the trio here, which is G120 yellowish green. And I'm using the chisel nib so it goes fast. One of the things I like about coloring with alcohol markers is that it's fast. When I sit down to color with alcohol markers, I kind of have that in mind. I want this to go fast. I don't want to be here for 8 hours. Let's see, if we're going to do the violet, can I color over the violet lettering with this green? Is it light enough? Let's test that, because it sure would be nice not to have to go around every single letter. So I'm going to take a little testing sheet here. I have this little pad of scratch paper that I use for this, and I'm going to lay out some of this light green, and then if I come in with the midtone on top, does it look violet? I think that's going to work. Yeah, I'm just letting it settle here. Let's see. Diana says the band should be dark green with a gold buckle. I like that idea. Michaela Brothers is here. Hello. And they say, I'm working in my Coloring Bliss custom coloring book on color pencil paper. Nice. Okay, I think I got everyone. And hello, Tiffany. I hope I have said hi to everybody. I'm so glad to have you all here with me. All right, I think that's going to work. I think we can just color around right on top of those letters and not feel like I can't turn them violet. So now we can just sort of flood the whole area. Oh, this marker. I've been using a lot of green. I think I need to order a refill on this marker. Hopefully we can at least get, yeah, this one's getting dry. Oh no. Let's see, if I use the chisel nib, can I get more out of it? Not the chisel nib, the brush nib. If I think I can look for another green that's similar if I need to. But it'd be nice to get this first coat done with this color. Come on, you can do it, green. Need to write this down that I need to order a replacement. Not a replacement, a refill. Speaking of replacement, I might have one in my stash of extra Ohuhus. Let's see, G120. Let me grab my stash of older Ohuhus. Everybody cross their fingers and hope that we've got G120 in here. Come on, G120. Come on, G120. G120! No way. I just feel like I won the lottery. Woohoo! Okay. Let's see, Tiffany asks, how is Rose today? She's good. She hasn't been sleeping good at night, and I think it's because we haven't had her groomed in a while, so I think she's just plain old hot. So we need to get her groomed, so I made her an appointment. She hates being groomed. I don't know if there's any dog that likes being groomed. I've never heard of a dog that likes being groomed. And she just sighed really loud. So she's been sleeping a lot during the day because she hasn't been sleeping well at night. She tosses and turns and wakes up and digs in our bed. Keeps me and Steve awake. This is a nice juicy marker. No problem here. Okay. We have colored in with the base coat. Now we'll bring in the mid-tone. Yay for an extra marker. Let's see. CLC is so excited to find you live again. Yeah, this is, I think, the second or third week in a row that I've gone live, and it's really fun. I'm having a lot of fun. Let's see, I always wonder if the barrel feeds both ends of the dual-ended pens or if they have separate sections. There's only one. If I've taken these markers apart before, and there's like one felt tube in the center that feeds both ends, and that's why you're supposed to store them horizontally so the ink can distribute evenly. That's the idea. So that's how these markers work. There are other brands like Olo that works different than that. So, but we're here to do Ohuhu, and Olos are really cool, but they're very expensive. Okay. I'm gonna start in some shading here. This is the mid-tone green, which is G3. I can't believe I had this spare marker that was the right one. I just feel so lucky. Okay, we'll blend that out, and I have printed this on my marker paper that I love so much. Well, Steve printed it for me to be accurate, and when he finished printing he decided we need a new printer because this one is so About half the time, wouldn't you say, Steve, it's not working right?
Yeah, it's been working weird.
So I think we're going to be in for a new printer here soon. Blend out that transition. I'm using the light color to do that blending. That's probably why I ran out of the light so fast, because I use it for blending like this. Okay, I might want to bring that darker green in farther. I don't know yet. Let's come in from the top too. Good. All right. I probably want to let this settle in, let it kind of dry. I think we want some of that brighter green down here. Do you ever, I think I get like impatient with my coloring and I just want to skip to the next color because I'm already excited to do the gold things. And I just started with the green. Do you guys get like that? You're in the middle of coloring something and you're thinking about the next thing you want to color. Tiffany says her dog hates having her nails cut. Shonda, Coloring Corner, hello. Are you buckle, glowing, and shine look like leather? Oh, that's a good idea. A leathery type a band. That's a good idea. So great to see you doing live again, Kelly says. I'm glad you're happy that I'm here. You inspired me to buy the Honolulu markers this week. Oh, I hope you love them. They're such a good collection of markers, and like I've said many times, we have really great resources on our website that you can come and download and help you with your new set of Honolulu markers. So I think tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. Do you guys do anything to celebrate? I think I was talking to, when we were live on Facebook, we were talking about this last week, that I don't actually do much for St. Patrick's Day other than color and wear green on the day. That's about it. We don't have Irish lineage in our family, so it's never been like a family tradition to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. My lineage is Danish and English. That's where my lines come from. Okay, that looks good, and I think we'll come up from the buckle too. And then that should leave like the light green in the middle to frame the lettering. And we'll see how we like it. As we move along, I might not like that that there's so much light green in the middle, but right now I think it's a good idea for the lettering. Gotta have lights, mediums, and darks in your coloring to give it contrast and interest. If everything is medium tone, it can feel flat and a little boring, and it's hard for the eye to know where to look. Let's see. Janice says, I'm in the car coloring while waiting on my husband. That's awesome. Sherry, hello Jennifer and Steve. Sorry I'm late to the party. Oh, we're just glad you're here. We've only been going for a few minutes. Which is the best paper to use with alcohol markers? Tracy, we use a thick cardstock that is really slick. That's what you want to look for. Something that doesn't have texture so that the marker nibs can really slide across the surface. And then you want it to be thick so that you can see he had to print it on the back. but you want lots of fibers of paper for the ink to blend into and have room for all the design that you want to create. So the brand we use is what, Steve?
For what?
The marker paper?
Oh, I'll put a link. It's the Hammer Mill.
Okay, it's a Hammer Mill brand that we use. But the general thing when you're shopping for paper, if you can't get the Hammer Mill, look for a really smooth, very thick cardstock, and that will get you started out well. Diana says we mainly just wear green since we aren't drinkers. Yeah, I'm not a drinker either. Maybe that's why I'm not into St. Patrick's Day. I don't know. CLC says I only display a shamrock wreath on my front door. That's fun. And Loretta says hi. Hello. And Dan the breaking news man is here too. Hello. Okay, let's get back to coloring. I'm going to let this settle in, and then we can decide how we like it and if I want to change up. Like, it might be fun to take green and do little dots, or we could bring in gel pens. Oh, there's just so many things we could do. Now, someone suggested we do a dark green on the buckle on the band, and I kind of like that idea. So let's go for it. I want to probably blend it out with the mid-tone green. So if we color, or we could just do the dark, because that's pretty dark. Let's just do the dark. And then we can put the details on the buckle, which I think needs to be gold. Don't you think? This little leprechaun hat wouldn't have anything except a gold buckle. Okay, I'm liking that. Oh, we do have these holes. They could be done in the mid-tone green. So it looks like light is coming through them. Okay. Carefully concentrating here so we get good details. Oh, I kind of went funny on that circle. Shh, don't tell. Here, let me zoom down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. Looks like Steve shared that link for us. Thank you, Steve. Do you ever digital color before actually coloring on the paper? I don't, Tiffany. I use my color scheme selector book that lets me pick really good color schemes. That's this Tritone workbook that's specifically for Ohuhu Honolulu markers. You can get this book on our website, coloringbliss.com. And then I kind of just plan it out in my head where I want all the colors and make changes as I go, kind of trust the color scheme that I've picked and just go for it. Okay. But I have seen artists do it before, and I've seen them where they do like a little sketch on the side with in like a sketchbook where they plan out all the colors. I've seen that before too, which I think is a really cool technique. But I think I prefer just diving in. Sherry says that is a very dark green. Yes, it is. Isn't it beautiful? We might have to, I might use a little bit of like a really dark gray to shade the sides. In fact, we could do that right now. So what we need to do is take the book here, again, reaching for the Tritone workbook. It's so valuable once you get it filled out. In the back, I have all of the colors swatched. And I usually, this gray page is like the most often referred to because I like to use grays to add shading. So I'm looking to see if there's a gray dark enough that isn't black. And we might have to either use the cool gray, which cool gray is would work well as an undertone, as a shade, because it's cool, or this neutral gray. They're very similar, but I think the cool gray is a little bit darker. So I think it might work with the dark green we have going on. So that's, for me, it's marker number 315. Let's see if I can find it here. 313, 315. Okay, I have my own little numbering system going on. I've numbered them all 1 through 320 markers, so I can get them back into my order easily. I just use these little stickers that I bought on Amazon. Okay, let's see if that will add some shading. Yeah, it's dark enough. Okay, I'm just gonna, oops, let's use brush nibs here. Good. And a little shading in here because the buckle would cast a shadow. Good. I'm just going to leave that be. And then some shading where the band would be bending back in, 3D. Okay. Let that dry. As it dries, it will lighten, and then we can decide if I need to work on that gray better. So the gray I used, in case you are coloring along, is Cool Gray Roman numeral 29. So CG Roman numeral 209. Oh, looks like Steve is answering a question to Kelly. Thank you, Steve. Yeah, okay, good. I didn't miss anything. All right, I don't like this harsh blending line that I have here, so we're going to need to work on that. But I want to color the belt buckle with just plain yellow, no shading or anything too fancy, because we're going to go over it with a gel pen, either a gold gel pen or a gold sparkly one. I don't know, we've got metallic gold we could play with, and sparkle gold. This way I know that's going to be gold.
Hey Jen.
Yeah.
Dan asked if the blending thirds will work with markers.
Yes, it works so good. You want 3 colors that are close. The problem I'm having here is that the mid-tone and the light tone is quite a jump. So I'm going to have to go back and soften that transition. But I could have done the third color, this dark green, on the edges to create that 3 color blend that we love so much with Jennifer's rule of blending thirds. So yes, if that rule works for gel pens, it works for markers, it works for color pencils. It's an awesome rule to learn. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with all the gold things that we want. This is going to be gold. This is going to be gold. This is gold. This is going to be gold. Nice squeaky marker. Oh, that. I still don't know about the... Yeah, we're going to do them gold. The horseshoes. And this will help my eye kind of plan out the colors, the rest of the colors. And it can help me start thinking about background if we want to bother with the background. This is pretty busy with illustration. It's not a very... This is a quite detailed illustration, I think. And I don't want to make this page overly busy with a really crazy background, so we might not even do a background on this one. Just let the illustration speak for itself. I like how the illustrator, you know, scattered these coins and these things around in a nice pattern. It's very balanced. Kind of frames the hat. Look, there's a flower. I didn't even notice that flower before. That'll be perfect in our red violet, our pop of red violet, that weird color scheme I picked. That'll be perfect. Okay, 3 pink roses says hello, hello. Okay, that's good. And I think we'll use gel pens on all those gold things, so a base layer of the yellow is all we need to get that started. Next up, let's do the yellow green. Plan that out where I want to do that, and that's basically all this greenery. And should we do the bag? Oh, if we did the bag in red violet, the flag in red violet, and the flower, it will frame the hat with 3 pops of red violet. And we were thinking red violet for the words, but we could do the really dark green. There's a lot of options for those words. We could do green metallic. Ooh. What do you guys think? What should we do for the words? But I think we'll do red violet for the bag of gold, the flower, and the flag. And we'll see how that looks. So yellow green on the shamrocks. I'm just using my light yellow green, which is Sugarcane GY7. This one's still feeling juicy. That's good. And this little shamrock. Did you ever look for 4-leaf clovers when you were little? Steve, did you ever do that?
Oh, yeah.
I remember sitting at recess in the grade school yard looking at the clover, trying to find 4-leaf clovers. Okay, yellow green, I like that. Is it going to stand out enough here on the brim of the hat? I think so. We want to have enough contrast between items in the illustration. Okay, we'll leave the back alone, although a little yellow green patch on it would be really cute, and a little yellow green tie. I like that. That gives us some balance. And then yellow green on the leaves up here. And the shamrock. The stem, I think we'll also do yellow green. I don't want to introduce another color. Keep the color scheme simple. We already have 4 colors. Is it 4? Yeah, 4 that we're balancing. That's a lot of colors. Okay. Gold for the words color with Claire suggests. Long time Dan, a fan of Coloring Bliss. I'm so glad you're here, 3 pink roses. Your name is Kim. Hello. Dan just asked a question. Are you on that? Okay. And Diane says, oh yes, we would lean over the patches of clover and rub our hands through them. Yeah. Red glitter. Ooh. Or we could do our pop of color. We've got our contrasting complementary color in here is this red violet. So that's what we were originally thinking, but I can't decide. I think I have a gold red violet color that we could do the lettering for too. That's another option. Let's work on the flower. I think we'll make the outer petals be the light and the mid-tone. So I'm using RV 160 Thistle. And then we'll use the dark tone in the center of the flower, which is RV 250 Peony. And then we'll use the mid-tone to give it some depth. Might use a little bit of that dark tone too. We'll see. Kind of liking that. Oh, sorry, I was off screen. Okay, red violet. I like that pop of color there. Let's add just a little bit more of that mid-tone into the center of those petals. That looks really pretty. Okay, for the flag, let's do light pink, like this. Okay, and then we'll use the mid-tone for the stripes. Ooh, we could do one mid-tone. Oh, and we could also bring in a glitter on this one if we wanted to. So many options. So much fun. I was also thinking we haven't had Steve color in a long time. What do you think, Steve? What would you want to color with if I got you to color? Markers?
I don't know. I have to think about that one.
Okay, we got the flag done. That was fast. We can add some more details to it later. Let's see. I started watching your videos. This is 3 Pink Roses. Since you shared how to help preserve gel pens. Wow, that was a long time ago. And you joined the monthly the Coloring Academy. Thank you so much. That Coloring Academy really supports us, and there's so many fun workshops in there. Plus you get access to all of the downloadable coloring pages and everything. So I hope you're finding a lot of value there. Betty Ann Flood is here. Welcome. And Sherry Browning just said, love the flag. Thank you. I think it turned out really cute. The flower is settling in. I think we might want to do something glittery in the center of the flower. I don't know. Let's do the bag too, and then we'll have all the colors represented and the choices made. And we can see what we think. So I'm going to use my light red violet, this pretty pink color, and flood the whole thing first. What do we think of the band on the hat? Do we need to do more shading, or it's kind of hard to see on the screen? In person there's a nice shadow where I added that gray. Let's see, let's keep that cap off. Now we'll add some shading here and here, down here. Down here. This is basically Jennifer's rule of coloring thirds right now. I just did the light tone on the whole area. It's about 2/3 with the mid-tone. And now we're bringing in the dark tone in very select places. And go back to the mid-tone and blend it right away while it's wet. And I think I'll blend out with the light up here That looks good, I think. Good shadow there. And then another shadow right here below the string on the bag. And then back to the mid-tone to blend it out. So this is all Jennifer's Rule of Blending Thirds right here. And then the light tone. Let's do a little more of the mid-tone right here. Like that. I like that. Blend that out. Excuse me, blend that out. The one thing I wish is if we had one pop of this color down lower, but I don't know. We don't want to do too much of the red violet because it's just like adding cinnamon. You don't want it too much in there. You want it just to have a hint of cinnamon, right? That's what I want. Okay, let's work on yellow green. Bring up my yellow green trio. 3 Pink Roses thinks maybe a little more shading. Yeah, I think it's almost there, but maybe a little darker. I like the darkness we got right here. And if we add a little white highlight on there, that'll look really good and poppy. So yeah, maybe just a little bit more. If the band is meant to be leather, it should have a bit of sheen since it would be worn a little. Yeah, Diana, I was thinking about some white highlights on it to make it look a little shinier. Jeanette says this is so beautiful already. Thank you. I'm wishing that the blend here on the hat was a little less stark between the mid-tone and the light, so we're going to work on that. 3 Pink Roses says, I play with designs on a Maziograph, but you do these from scratch. Amazing, Jennifer. Oh, thank you. We've got Louis J. Bultron, I think it says here. Hello. Person turquoise waving. Hello. Okay, I think I've caught up with the chat. I've got my 3 light, medium, and darks for the yellow-green color. So everywhere where you see this pale yellow-green, we're going to now give it some oomph. So let's go yellow-green like that with the mid-tone and a little bit of the dark tone below. Have all my caps off so I can work quickly. Back to mid-tone, blend that out. And then finally the light tone and blend that out. Okay, that looks much better than that leaf. Now we've got some dimension and some interest. So I'm using these 3 markers for my yellow green. We've got GY7 Sugarcane for the light, GY3 Bud Green for the mid-tone, and for dark we've got GY43 Deep Olive Green. And that's the tritone that the book that Steve and I created in the book for, what am I trying to say? Those 3 colors are part of the tritone system that Steve and I made and put in the tritone workbook. Okay. Dan's asking how we should store these markers. Because they're dual-sided and alcohol, you want them on their sides, so horizontally. That'll make them last longer and keeps the ink evenly distributed between both nibs, is the idea. Okay, that looks really good. Maybe the thorns need some dark green so we could add a little highlight to them. If we want to add a white highlight to something, we need to have the background of the white be dark enough that it will pop and have some contrast. Otherwise it's just a waste of time putting on that highlight. So I kind of try, I'm not always good at it, but I try to think ahead. Where do I want that white highlight and how can I make there be enough contrast for that white highlight? Okay, I think the flower is done unless we want to come back and add some glitter or something like that. But the flower in the corner is done for now. Let's do some shamrocks. Let's see. Light, medium, and dark. I'm trying to think where I want the light to hit it. And so far I have the light looking like it's coming straight down. So let's make the stem darker, the center darker, and the edges a little lighter. Like that. Looks like a good pattern. A little bit more of the dark ink. Back to the mid-tone ink to blend it out. And then back to the lightest ink to blend that transition out here. Oh, I haven't even used the other camera view yet. I keep forgetting. Ta-da! We have a second camera view. Let me zoom in here on this one too, so you can see what I'm doing. Let's color this shamrock right here with the second camera view. Mid-tone along the base of the shamrock because the light's coming down, up the center, like that. Dark tone down the stem and just sort of in the middle. Looks good. Back to the mid-tone, blend out the transition between the dark and the mid. And finally back to the light tone to transition from the light to the mid. Like that. Okay. Shamrocks complete. Let's slide down and do these two shamrocks right here. I think that other camera view would be good for that. Let's go ahead and try that camera view again. And while I'm coloring these two shamrocks, let's talk about the coloring contest. Woohoo! So this is one of 3 free for a limited time downloadable coloring pages that if you want to come and get them, you can download them and color them and then enter them for a chance to win a $50 Amazon gift card. This is going on in our Facebook group. So that's one requirement to enter, is you need to join our Facebook group. Let me put that up on the screen right there, and I'll move this so you can watch me color still. That's the group. So what you do is you go join the group. Steve will let you in when you put your application in. And then you'll go to the St. Patrick's Day Coloring Contest album. And the first 3 images in that album are the 3 images for the contest. And it's not a contest of skill, it's a contest of participation. We just want you to participate and have fun. Sorry, let me concentrate for a second here. All right, so you'll download those 3 images, color them up, and then you'll come back to that same album and submit your finished coloring pages into that album, and that will enter you, so you can have up to 3 entries for this coloring contest. Now the coloring contest ends tomorrow because it's St. Patrick's Day tomorrow. So you have to have your entries in by midnight my time, which is Mountain Daylight Time. And then the contest, that album will close, and the next day we will randomly choose one winner out of all the entries that got put in. That is what's going on with this giveaway. It's not a giveaway, it's a contest. I keep calling it a giveaway because we also have a giveaway going on. Let me get that up there. We're giving away Ohuhu Honolulu markers. We're going to give away 3 sets of pastel markers and 1 huge set of 320 Honolulu Ohuhu markers. So you need to get your entries in for that soon too, because that giveaway ends March 20th and the winners will be announced March 21st. And that is going on our website. Everyone can enter, doesn't matter where you live. We want you to enter. There's lots of different ways to enter. So follow that link, get your entries in, and good luck to everybody. Okay, I did my spiel. That's my spiel for this video. Let's color up this patch with a little green. Let's see. It looks amazing, Loretta says. Thank you. Sherry says, I always get confused where the light comes in. Yes, it's something you have to practice. And we actually, if you want to come join the Coloring Academy, I have several workshops and different resources to help you learn how to plot out and plan where your highlights are going to go and where your shadows should be. So let's see, we've got some leaves to do and some more shamrocks, and then I think all the yellow green is done. We're cruising. We're only into this video 50 minutes and we've got this much done. I'm trying to decide where I want the light to hit here. Do I want to bother with a really complicated shading here? Usually I save the very complicated shadings for my color pencils, because it's a little easier than using markers, typically, not always. Okay, blend that out. That looks good. It makes the leaf look a little bended in the middle. That was my plan. So it's nice that the plan worked. Sometimes the plan doesn't work and you have to go back and put 10 more layers of ink in to get the blend to do what you want it to do, which is what I'm afraid we're going to have to do on the hat. So we'll see. But I think that leaf looks pretty good. And let's do, these little stems are so small, there's not really room to do much of a blend. So, yeah. Just kind of add a little dark in there and call it good. Jeanette says, are we okay to copy you? Oh, for sure. If you like what I'm doing, then go for it. You can use every single same marker if you want to. Whatever makes your life happy and creative. That's very flattering that you would want to copy what I'm doing. Sometimes I feel like I don't like how things turn out, but so far I'm liking this. This little pop of red violet is really pretty. I don't know if it feels St. Patrick's-y. Does it feel St. Patrick's-y? What do you think, Steve? Have you looked at it lately? But as far as a color scheme, that red violet is really pretty mixed in with the yellow and the two greens. It's really pretty. What do you guys think? Does it look St. Patrick's-y, that color? Let's see. The leaf is really gorgeous, Jeanette says. Thank you. I want to remind you the chat's not going very fast right now, so that's good. But if I ever miss a question that you post in the chat, because I'm focused on coloring or something, please feel free to repeat it. I'm not trying to ignore anyone. It's just, I'm also looking at a very small screen, and it's kind of difficult for me to read from really quick glances. So I don't want to offend anybody just because my eyes failed me, you know. How are we doing, Steve? How many people are hanging out with me this afternoon?
Let me see.
I'm hoping we have at least 10.
About 60.
60? Wow, welcome everybody. That's really exciting. We were looking at our YouTube analytics, and it said that Saturday afternoon was a good time for all of you. So we were curious, if we came in at this time of day, would we get a good number of viewers? So that's exciting to me that there's 60 of us hanging out. Think how big of a room we would need, Steve, to hold all 60 people. Okay, do we like that leaf? I can add some white highlights, but I don't know if we'll see if the white will show up against that really light yellow-green. We'll give it a try in a little bit here. I'm hurrying because I want to get to the gel pens. I'm excited to do gel pens today. I saw in one of the people who entered the contest, Steve, did all gel pens on the owl. I think it was the owl. And it turned out so sparkly. She took it outside into the sunshine to take the photo.
Oh, wow.
It was amazing. I haven't commented on all the entries yet. I haven't had time, but there are so many fun ideas and different ways to color the same coloring picture. It's one of the things I like about these participation contests versus trying to get everybody to, you know, try to do their best. I just love seeing what your first instinct is to do with the page and how it turns out. It's really fun. I love it. Okay. Dark green now, and we were going to add one more layer of shading onto the band. So this is that dark gray again. I may have to pull in black. Okay, let that sit. Okay, and like I said, I want this to be pretty black back here, like it's casting a shadow, so that we can do a white highlight on top of it. Okay. We'll let that settle again. Now let's address this hat, because I'm not happy with the blend I've created here. So do we do more mid-tone? Sorry, I was getting a drink. Stir my drink a little bit. Okay. More mid-tone, but then it's going to make these words less poppy. Do we try to get that blend? Can I try more of the light green to blend out? Because it's really just the transition that's bugging me. The transition between the mid-tone green and the light green. So we'll just keep working it here. I nearly missed out, Betty Ann says. My eyes were napping. Dan the Breaking Newsman says, would you recommend markers or color pencils for grayscale pages? I prefer doing markers on top of a grayscale and then come in with color pencils for the details, like the shading. But because markers are such a translucent medium, it works really well for creating a nice color on top of the grayscale. But I've seen both used beautifully, so I don't think you could go wrong. That looks better, don't you think? I think that helped the transition again. That's looking better. Let's do the same trick down here. So I'm using the lightest green color, which is yellowish green G120, and I'm just rubbing some of that ink into the transition area where I'm trying to get that softer look, and it's working. Okay, let's let that all that ink settle in. You turn it over, you can see how much ink we've worked into all the different illustrations, how much it's coming through. Okay, now, do I want to add some color to these little elements, the gold, or do we want to just hit it with sparkle? I don't know. I'm looking at some of the gel pens I have here. Let's do a little shading. And then maybe go over it with a clear gel pen. That was Steve's suggestion last time I was coloring. Steve is amazing. Okay, the side of the coin can be a little shadowed like that. Okay, my dark yellow today is Y7 dull yellow. Okay, that doesn't have a side, that does. This one has a side. The illustration is a little off on this one, because all of these coins you see the right side, this coin you see the left side. Oh, here's another left side. And now we're back to right side. Okay, that's one good step. Let's I don't want to do too much here because I want them to be all sparkly, but I feel like they need a little something. They're looking so flat. My coins are looking so flat. A little shading like that, and then sort of blend it out. Yeah. And then hopefully it will lighten. That dull yellow is pretty strong against the yellow, but it's lightening up really good as I blend on top of it. Well, I've been coloring with markers for the last, I think it's been 2 months of marker coloring. When were we? Yeah, because we were on our little vacation to Tucson in what month, Steve? Wasn't it February? And I was coloring with markers then to prepare for all of these videos. So I think it's been since February that I haven't colored with color pencils, and I miss them. So I need to get back into color pencils here soon. I can't decide, do I want to dive right back into my Prismacolors, which I love, or do I want to go for polychromos for a little while? Oop, I missed a coin here with the shadow. What's your favorite brand of color pencils right now that you're coloring with? Those coins are looking better. Let's see. Yes, looks smoother. Thank you. Smoothing out my transition is my kryptonite with alcohol markers. Yes, Sherry, I agree. Have you seen me do the trick where I put ink on the glass, like right here, and pick it up with the marker and make the transition with that? I'll be teaching some tricks. This coming Wednesday's YouTube video is going to have some really fun tips and tricks for alcohol markers that I've been using a lot over the last few months. And then we also have an alcohol marker workshop series in the Coloring Academy on our website. Those are video lessons with lots of downloadables and things like that you could come and learn how to blend better. Ooh, I'm liking this. Doesn't that look much better with a little bit of shading on those coins. Let's see. Steve, did you see that question from 3 Pink Roses?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think Steve is replying to you right now, 3 Pink Roses. Betty Ann thinks I need to use gold sparkle pop. Yes, I agree. Diana says, I think the leprechaun would polish his coins a lot. I think you're right. They would be shiny, and his little horseshoes would be pretty polished too. Oops, I wasn't in the screen on that coin, sorry. Let's see, let's switch camera views for you so you can see it from a different angle for a minute. Okay. Color that up. Almost done with the coins, and then I can start the gel pens. I pulled out a couple sets of gel pens. They're sitting behind me waiting for their turn. I don't know what I want to use. I didn't know, so I kind of pulled out 2 sets of gel pens. Actually, I think I've got 3 sets of gel pens behind me right now, waiting in the wings for their turn to sparkle and shine. Jennifer says, can you use gold color pencils? Some of the metallic color pencils have a good sheen, but not a lot of them. I don't know if you've noticed. Sometimes they seem shiny just because they're waxy. I've run into a few that are actually glittery that pay off well. I think we've done a battle of the metallic color pencils before here on our channel a few years ago. That if you're looking for a sparkly gold, you could look at that video and see which ones were the winners. But yeah, I don't know what I'm going to use. I think I'm going to stick with gel pens for the next step, though. So the first question I have that I need you guys to give me advice on. Sherry says glitter makes everything sparkly and pretty. I agree. It's time for the glitter and the fun. The first question I have is the words on the hat. What color do you think I should do them? Originally I was thinking maybe the red violet for the pop of color. And I think it will stand out fine on top of the green. Or we could do a dark green, and that would make a good compositional balance with the dark green here on the band of the hat. Or we could do gold. So comment, which one would you like me to do? I need some advice. I think I can put the markers away. I feel like we've got a good base going with all of these colors. I think what is left is the bling. Reach across here and get all these put away. The gray away. The red violet away. I don't know what to do. Okay, which 3 were, I think these, oh yeah, I had a spare green because that one was getting low in ink. So I need to keep that somewhere handy for when I use my green Tri-Tones until I can order a refill. Let's see. We've got people voting for polychromos and Prismacolors. Yep. That was a good drink. I needed a drink. Okay, I got some green marker on my glass here by accident. I don't know if you can see that. It's down here. But I want to clean that up before we get too far so I don't accidentally get green on something. So I use a little bit of hand sanitizer and either a paper towel or a baby wipe, and it comes right off my glass. Dark green is Sherry's vote. Dark green. Keep the violet balanced on either side. I kind of think you're right, Jenna. Gold from Lakshmi. I hope I'm pronouncing names correctly. Please forgive me if I'm not. Okay, so I'm going to get out my dark green and Sparkle Pop Gold. Yeah, I think either green or gold is going to be our best bet. Let me get my little swatch page here. Oh, yeah, there's this green too, you guys, from the Pentel Dual Metallic Brush Pens. And I've got a gold here too. Ooh, let's see what those do. I forget what they do. And then we've got this gold in my, these are metallic gold, so they're going to be very opaque. Sorry, Rose, she doesn't like the sound of all the packages. Okay, so let's look at this gold here. This should be the same as the Pentel Sparkle Pop, this gold. So that's the gold we can get out of this dual metallic brush pen. If you missed it, I did a video on these pens because they are amazing. This green, if I remember, yeah, is more of a blue green. So I'm not mad at that because it would stay in the greens and be a little more contrasty to the green below it, so that doesn't make me mad. This is the metallic green by Uniball Signo that we could use. This is the gold by Uniball Signo that we can use. Let's see what else I've got. I pulled out my, not the metallic, let's do the sparkle. These are the Karen Deco Gel sparkle pens, the Star Sparks. We've got golds in here, and I think we've got greens. Yep, we've got a green here. Let's see what that green looks like. Ooh, that's more of a greeny green. Ooh, I kind of like that. That might be good for some of these little swirls. So I'm going to keep him out. There was a second green, and I think this one's a little more blue-green. Yeah, that one's got a little more blue in it. So if we're going to use a blue-green, I think we should use this dual metallic brush pen. Okay, one more green here. Yeah, I like the first green the best. It feels very in between yellow, green, and green. Let's check out the sparkle gold. Ooh, that's a pretty one. It looks a lot like the Pentel Dual Metallic Brush Gold, but it might be a little easier to control because it's in a tip, a pen tip form, instead of the brush. Okay, I think we've got a lot of good choices here. And let's see. Gold and gold. We had 2 votes for green and 2 votes for gold. You guys are right up the center of what I should do. What do you think, Steve?
For what?
The lettering. Dark green or gold? Gold from Steve. He's the tiebreaker, you guys. Okay, and I think we're going to, instead of using the metallic, let's use the Sparkle Pop Dual Metallic Brush. Okay, let's see how steady my hand is today. This is a test of steadiness. And Jennifer, it's okay if you make a mistake because we can add details around it. to distract from your mistake. Okay, there's the first letter. What do we think? I like it. You know what we could do? We could do gold for the word happy and gold for the word day and green for St. Patrick's. Ha ha! Then everybody's happy. I think that might be a win. Let's start by doing happy and day in gold. Why don't you guys vote? Do you think we should do 2 colors? Green and gold? And I'll look up at the comments here in just a minute. This is one thing I like about doing live color alongs is you guys get to help me make color choices. Okay, there's the word happy. So far I haven't made any shaky hand mistakes. Now day. Now this pen has a button on the back that you can push and get a little more juicy ink coming forward. So there, now it's back to being nice and juicy. Okay, there's day, and then we'll do the exclamation point. There's all these little illustration lines, like these cute little illustrations next to the words. So we could do those in dark green and keep all the words in gold. Oh, there's just too many options. Okay, let me see. Yes. Loretta says yes. Sherry says no mistakes, just like Bob Ross said, just happy accents. Yep. Gold for the letters. Let's see. Just gold, Yolanda thinks. I'm kind of thinking you're right, Yolanda. I'm thinking all gold and then with these little illustrative designs next to it in a dark green. Okay, I made the decision. Here we go. Fun. Oh, I'm going to push the button on the end again, get it flowing just a little better. So if you did miss the video where I reviewed this pen that I'm doing right now, we did some tests to see if it's the same as the Pentel Sparkle Pop Gold, and it is. It's just a little more painterly. So doing lots of details like this really quickly is possible instead of with that tiny little tip of a pen. But I use both. So I think everybody needs both. Accents in green, gold letters, Craig says. Yeah, I think you're right. Two colors would probably be a good contrast. Yeah, I think so, Betty Ann. And then Wow Shika says hello. Hello, I like your name, Wow Shika. Okay. All right, the letters are done. They need to dry, obviously. And then the greens. Let's use the sparkly green from the Karen set for the green details on the hat. It'll be a nice dark green. And I can control it really good and get into those little details. If you can hear that, that's my garage door. The room we're in, my art studio, is above our garage. So when people come and go, you can hear the garage door running. It used to be a lot louder, and then our garage door opener broke and we had to replace it, and now we have a much quieter model. And that's been great because it used to be really loud. Do you remember, Steve?
Yeah,
how loud it was when we were trying to film. Okay. Making good progress. What do we think of the green? I can't wait to move it in the light so we can see all the bling. Now there's these little illustration lines that are just lines, not like sections to color. And I think I'm going to go over those lines with this pen. So like right here, let me go to the other angle. Right here, there's an illustration line, and here, and here, and here, and maybe add a couple dots. That would be cute. Cute. Okay, let's see, down here on the brim, there's another illustration to color in. And some more illustration lines to draw over with my gel pen. I love gel pens. Okay, I'm going to rotate. Sorry, hang on to your stomach in case you get a little woozy when things move. Okay, then see, we've got illustrations out here too, which I think should be gold. Okay, rotating again, sorry. Gotta keep it so that my hand isn't in the ink as it's drying. Okay. Get all these green details in. Oh, there's more illustration lines right here. Add some dots to those. And here. This is going to be very blingy. Color, color, color. It's been a while since I've used these Karen gel pens. It's good to see that they are working really well. Little lines down here. Little lines right here. Okay. It's looking good. Let's move it in the light. I want to see it moving in the light. Okay, I'm going to rotate it again. Here we go. Oh, here's some lines I missed. Oh, more lines I missed. I don't know if I'm going to do these lines. I guess I better since I've done all the other lines. Okay, it'll just take a second. Doop, doop. Doop, doop. 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 Doop, doop, doop. Okay, that didn't take long. Okay, let's move it in the light and see how we like it. Oh, look at the shine. Oh, so fun. Yes. Let's see. Sherry wants to know where to go to enter the contest for the $50 Amazon gift card. This is the group right here, and Steve will let you in when you get your when you apply to enter. He'll let you through, and then you go to the St. Patrick's Day coloring contest album, and that's where you'll find the 3 pages to download and where you'll put your entry when you get it colored up. Let's see. Jennifer wants to know if I like to wear bracelets, necklaces, or rings. All of them. I like all 3. today all I have on is, I don't have any jewelry on today. Nothing. The gold pen is Deco Gel Star Sparks is the line that you can check out. That's a really nice gold pen. I also really love the Pentel Sparkle Pop gold pen. This is a brush version of that gel pen that I've been using. Holy cow, I thought I'd lost you guys forever. Hate it when I hit the wrong button. Oh, I'm glad you're here, Sherry. Polly's here from Central Florida. Hello. Color with Claire says it looks fantastic. Thank you. We're almost done. Loretta says looks amazing. Polly, what media did you use? We're using Ohuhu markers and gel pens today. Now we've got the sparkle. I want to add some sparkle to the flag. So let me see. I wanted to use the clear. I don't know if Deco Gel has a clear. It has a silver, but I don't see a clear. Okay, so we'll use my Jelly Roll. Jelly Roll has a clear. Polly's working on her Derwent Inktense book. That's awesome. How's it coming? Okay. I'm going to just do the stripes on the flag with the clear gel pen from Sakura Jelly Roll. Hi, Steve.
Hello.
Are you here to see my coloring page?
I am.
Okay, let me finish the stripes because we got to move it in the light. I haven't done the gold coins yet or the gold buckle, but we got the words done. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, that's really cool.
Thank you. Ooh.
Yellow. Trying to guess what color scheme that is. Let's see.
I can't remember the name of the one I
You have
picked.
the yellow,
We have to
yellow,
look at
green,
it.
and green. So that's the complementary analogous.
I think so. I think you're right.
Yes.
Do you want to look it up? It's on the green page. It was on the right side of the green page. Okay. The gold coins. We've got to address the gold coins. I think I can just hit them with the gold. What if we do like just parts of the coins with the shine? Yeah, it was this one, complementary analogous. Good guess. You're like some sort of color pro.
Oh, I am.
What do we think of that? Instead of doing the whole face? What do you think, Steve? Let me move it in the light. I love that shine.
Looks like a donut sitting on it.
It does look like a donut. Oh, we don't want a donut. We want a coin. Okay, we're just going to color the whole face. No donuts. I don't know if leprechauns eat donuts or not. Okay, Jennifer, that didn't work. Steve, help. Sherry says. Did you see that comment by Sherry, Steve? She needs help with something. I wonder if it's the link to the Facebook group, if that's what she needed help with. Okay, this is one reason I love these brush pens by Pentel, the dual metallic. Think how long it would take to color over the face of every single one of these coins with the tiny tip of a gel pen. And instead we get to use this brush pen which just sweeps across the face and it's done. Okay, I'm going to rotate. Oh wait, I didn't do the horseshoe. And then we'll rotate. Look how fast that goes. Oh, I love this brush pen. Okay, now we're going to twirl it all the way around. Give it some shine and it'll look less like a donut. Okay. Yes, the Facebook group was what Sherry needed help with. Did you hook her up? Thank you. I think once she gets there, she'll have to apply to join the Facebook group, right?
Right.
But Steve's sitting right there. He can let you in.
I'm a little behind on it. So.
Oh, he's behind, so it won't be instantaneous. Okay, look how fun those gold coins are looking. I love that this glitter ink in this brush pen is translucent. So the shading I colored on the coins earlier can shine up through this glitter layer I'm laying down. So we get to enjoy both. Oh, don't let me forget to color that buckle. Okay, keep going. Good. Whoops, a little mistake there. Shh, don't tell. I don't think anybody will notice. Okay, now the buckle. Do-do-do-do. The buckle. Sweep across. Sweep across. Okay, very good. Now we have all these little illustrative flares going on that we need to do. And for that, I either want to use gold metallic or gold sparkle. Let me see. I'm kind of thinking gold metallic because then the sparkle will catch the light different. Oh, Sherry wants to know where to find the coloring pages. Okay.
It's the one that I posted, the link that I put.
Oh, the link
the exact
takes you to the album?
Yeah.
Okay, try that link, Sherry, and see if it takes you to it. You're not hopeless, Sherry. She thinks she's hopeless, but she is not. Okay, how about we do some metallic and some glitter, or just all metallic? I don't know. We'll start with the metallic Pentel. No, this is not Pentel. This is Uniball Signo Broad Metallic Gold from this set right here. Illustration lines, we'll go over them with the gold too, which is probably good that I picked the metallic because it's more opaque, so it'll hide the black ink a little better and just have the nice metallic. So I think I made a good choice going for metallic. Now, as you've been watching me color, is there anything I missed? I have one more step after this, and that's to add some white to make things look a little glossy. But is there anything else I've missed? Rose is snoring now. Maybe we need to take her for a run before bedtime tonight so she'll sleep better. You did last night though, didn't you? I think Steve did. We could have Carter, my son, take her out for the run and have him run some laps around the block. Ooh, I'm tempted to color those shamrocks too with this gold metallic. What do we think? Should I do the shamrocks too? In the center of the coins. Okay, rotating. Let's see, let's change camera view so you can see from a little bit of a different angle. Good. Okay, so let's see. We're coming to the end of this, so let's talk about the giveaway that's going on at our website. Let me put that on the screen. The part near the flag tip. Did I miss something? Right in. Oh no, I smeared the green. Look at the green, I smeared it. Okay, we'll have to find a way to fix that. Shh, don't tell. Oh, right here, there's a little bit. Here, too, I missed. Okay, anything else I missed? We got to fix that green that I smeared. Anyway, the giveaway that you see the link on the screen right now, that is for some Ohuhu markers that we're giving away. Big giveaway. We're picking 4 winners. 3 people will win the full pastel set. I think it's 48 markers, something like that. And so that's awesome. And then 1 person will be picked to win the full Honolulu Ohuhu set, which is 320 markers. Wow. So you need to follow that link. There's lots of ways to enter. That contest ends, let's see, March 20th, with the winner being announced on March 21st via email. Remember, don't get scammed. We don't ask for money for shipping or anything like that. If you win a prize from us, we pay for the whole thing. Okay, and then also what we have going on is the coloring contest that this image that I'm coloring right now is available free for. And that is in our Facebook group. Steve has put some links in the... I'm going to go ahead and color the centers of these coins with this. I think it needs it. Steve has put some links. So follow the links and get your entries in. There's 3 different pages you can color, so 3 total entries. We're picking 1 winner. We'll get a $50 Amazon gift card. And it's not about talent. So if you feel like you're not a great colorist or you don't have a lot of time to invest in coloring the pages, I just want you to participate and have a good time. Don't worry about skill level, or if you make a mistake like I did and stick your hand in the gel pen and make a smear, don't worry about that kind of thing. Just get your entries in. And then we ask as a favor that you share your finished images out in other places, like on Facebook or in the groups, in other coloring groups, just to kind of get the word out about Coloring Bliss. And while you're listening to this video, please don't forget to hit that thumbs up to tell YouTube that you are enjoying yourself. And make sure you are subscribed, because we have more giveaways coming, more fun stuff, and you're not going to want to miss out. So get your subscription in there and hit the bell notification, all those good things that YouTube loves. Okay, we're coming into the home stretch here. Of course, I've decided to color all these little details with the gold metallic gel pen, and I'm trying to keep my hand out of the inks that are still wet so we don't make another mistake like I did right there. Weep. Don't you hate it when that happens? Okay, we're almost all the way around the coloring page again. Adding all these little details. I can't wait to move it in the light because this metallic gel pen should sheen and shine a little differently from the sparkle ink that is below it. So we should get a two different shine effect. Okay, we're almost there. Flood the ink in. I haven't looked at the comments in a minute. Sorry, you guys, if you're... Maybe Steve's looking at them. Let me see. Yes, that looks better. Jennifer, what white pen to add a shine might help the donut situation. Yeah, I agree. We're going to bring in the white here in a minute. Thank you, Color with Claire. Polly says, Jennifer talked me into entering and I never show my work. I'm so proud of you, Polly, for being brave. And your coloring pages are so lovely. Okay, almost there. Now that I've thought donut, it's hard to not see donut. But like you said, Color with Claire, I think adding a white highlight might help. I don't know if the white gel pen is going to want to lay on top of all these sparkles, but we're going to give it a try. If not, we could try the Posca paint pen too. Okay. There. Let me zoom back a little bit so you can see the whole page. It's looking good. Let me move it in the light and then let's fix my little oops. Move it in the, oh, see that metallic on the coins? You get that two different shines depending on where the light hits. So good. Okay, maybe we need to make this part of the belt buckle the metallic gold too. Okay, yeah. All right, let's find my white gel pen. I'm going to use the Signo, Uniball Signo Broad White. Oh, I haven't fixed my oops over here. What I'm going to do is take this, no, not this one. We colored it with this one, the Deco Gel Star Sparks in green, and I'm going to add some details, just some little dots around in the smear like that, and mirror it on the other side, and then people will only see the dots, not the smear underneath. Ta-da! Mistake is gone. Sherry says she still can't find anything that says albums. Oh no! I had a hard time with the albums too, but somehow it finally popped up. I think it's pinned at the top of the screen. When you log into our Facebook group, it should be right at the top, and you should see the uncolored illustrations. It should look like this. When you look at the top album, it should look like this with the blank illustrations that are there. Hopefully that will help. Okay, I fixed the problem. Everything is colored the white. That's where we were at. And I want to add a little white here to make the belt kind of shine, look glossy, I guess. That's what I think white highlights do. They make things look glossy. Okay, and I'm going to do white highlights down here too, just a few. The other tendency I have is to overdo it with white highlights because I love them. And then it just looks like a whole bunch of white highlights. So I'm trying to be better at my highlight choices. Okay, we can put some white highlights on this bag out here. Okay, and then I wanted to put some white highlights on the leaves, but I don't know if that will show up. Remember I mentioned we have such a light yellow green on there that that white highlight might not show up, so I'm kind of putting it on the black illustration lines here too, and then on the gold. Come on, gel pen, you can do it. Yeah, it's not showing up super great on the leaves of the clovers. It's okay, we'll keep working with it. And it doesn't want to go on, just as I predicted, on the sparkle. So my choices are not to do it at all, or bring in the Posca paint pen, and I'm kind of leaning towards not doing it, because I think we're going to have the same problem. It's a contrast issue as what we're having here with the leaves. And a nice white highlight here on the flag. We'll try a few more of these little coins. Trying to put the line on the black illustration line where there's some contrast. Just a few here and there. Don't put your hand there, Jennifer. Keep your hand back. Do you guys talk to yourselves when you're doing art? I talk to myself all the time. Does that make me insane, Steve? Oh, good. Oh, a little shine here would be good. Okay, we can get a little shine on this bag. Am I in the screen? No. Sorry, everybody. A little shine on this leaf. Some shine on these petals. Cute. I love the pop of red violet. I just can't decide if it feels St. Patrick's-y. But I'm glad I used it because we had 3 really good spots to put that nice red violet color. It worked out well. Okay, I think I've added enough highlights. I don't want to overdo it like I usually do. Maybe one more highlight here. Okay. Stop while you're ahead, Jennifer. Let me zoom back if it will. Yep, good. We need to sign it. I think I'm going to sign it in green, so my signature is sort of melts into it. Let's sign it over here. I always put the date too, because I like to look back and see how my coloring changes over the years. I've been doing this now for, isn't it 10 years, Steve? At least. So I can go back and see coloring from 10 years ago now. It's crazy. It's fun to see the progress and what art media I was into at the time. It's really fun. Okay, Steve, come see. I'm moving it in the light. Oh, look at the shine, you guys. Woohoo! Those coins just pop off. These ones up here looking really 3D. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Lots of shine going on.
That's fun.
That's really fun. So I have all 3 of mine colored now for the... That makes this one look plain. Look at the difference. This one looks plain, but it's got shine too, so it's not that plain. And then here's my owl, which I don't think I put any shine, which is... No, I did. I did around the eyes. There's some shine on the eyes. I was going to say, that's just not okay that I didn't add shine.
What's fun is your first page, that one.
This one here.
So this is a cool example of seeing the color schemes. Because that's the analogous, right?
Yeah.
And so what you did is you did the complementary analogous on that one. So you the exact same analogous,
Yeah.
but then you used the complementary color of red violet.
Yeah, you're right. So what do we think? The red violet really makes a difference, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Really takes it up a notch. Wow, that's cool. Okay, those are the 3. Oh, Sherry says she found it. Yay! Okay, let's see. I think we've got it all done. Remember to follow this link for the coloring contest and your chance at winning a $50 Amazon gift card. And then follow this link for your chance to win the Ohuhu markers. The Ohuhu marker contest ends on March 20th. So you still have about a week to get your entries in there. But this one here ends on Sunday. You have to get your entries in by Sunday. So Sunday night's your last chance for that coloring contest.
And I finished all the member requests, so they should be
Oh,
ready.
so you should all be in and ready to enter. So thank you for coloring with me today. This was so much fun. I hope you had fun and learned a little something and at least just felt a little entertained. Maybe you took a nap and just listened to my voice the whole time, and that's okay too. Thank you for coloring with me, all of you. Have a happy St. Patrick's Day. Good luck on the contest and the giveaway, and I hope you have a wonderful, colorful, blissful